Is Ikebukuro the new Akihabara? There's a lot there for anime fans now and a lot of cute shops, including of course the Pokémon Center, games, arcades, the world's largest Gachapon store and the world's largest anime store. I think it has a wider appeal if you're not just into anime, so today I'll show you what there is. And this is the Ikebukuro video from 2023 that I never got around to editing. When I mentioned it in my Japan itinerary video last week, some of you said you wanted to see it anyway, so here it is. We'll start off with a delicious bakery breakfast, then a picnic in the park featuring Pringles flavour fried chicken from the convenience store. Then I'll show you around Ikebukuro itself. We're having breakfast at the bakery in Shibuya Mark City. On the ground floor there's something called Tokyo Food Show. I like the sound of that. It's got all sorts of different food stands and there's a really nice bakery in here. I've got a bun with sweet red bean paste inside and Phil's gone for his favourite curry pan. It's a bit like a savoury donut with curry in the middle. And this is a ginger lemon soda? No, mint lemon soda. Sounds nice. And I've got a smoothie for health. You can really smell the mint. Nice combination. Is it nice having curry for breakfast, Phil?
It's delicious. There was a garlic butter roll which I really wanted, but obviously eating a lot of garlic in the morning. But it is one of the advantages of wearing a mask.
True, good point. I try and make the most of red bean paste things while I'm in Japan because you can't get them at home. It does have kind of a beany flavour and it's sweet but not too sweet. Tokyo Food Show has a kind of fancy supermarket either inside or next to it that was really interesting to look round. Just look at all these sushi bentos.
I have to walk 5 miles to get something that's about the 10th the quality.
There were special sets for Girls' Day, Hina Matsuri, like this chirashi sushi, which is a bed of rice with the toppings on top. We picked up some bits for lunch later on. Ikebukuro is associated with owls because bukuro is the Japanese word for owl. Can you believe that none of these bikes parked by the side of the road are locked up? They're all just sat here and people don't steal them. It's so good how crime levels are so low in Japan. We've just come across Super Potato, which is a retro video game shop.
Didn't know they had one.
It's kind of hidden away down this back street, isn't it? Super Potato is a really cramped store with so much packed in. It's probably the most well-known retro game store. The more famous branch is in Akihabara. Even though it's second-hand, everything's in excellent condition. It's Densha to Go on Dreamcast, where you drive Japanese trains that I played in the arcade the other day.
It is very expensive, I guess because it's brand new and sealed.
I think it's sad it'll never get opened and played.
That's not right.
This is also brand new, factory sealed. Virtua Striker 2 is only 968 yen. What did you buy, Phil?
I picked up a Rumble Pack for N64 and a memory card as well. I don't particularly need them, but they're so cheap here compared to what you get them for on eBay and stuff. Like this Rumble Pack, 550 yen, it's really not a lot of money.
It's nice how they've put teddy bear tape on it to show that it's been purchased. How does Super Potato compare to in Akiba?
So it's a lot smaller, it's only 1 floor here. It's a lot quieter. There was only us and I think one other person in there. They still have the same sort of stuff, so plenty of games, they had lots of hardware, loads of cables and things you need. Most importantly, it's not hotter than the sun in there. It's so hot in the one in Akiba. I always struggle in there because it's so hot. Here, nice and cool. You can look around in peace. Here's
another owl on the top of the Ike bus sign, the bus stop sign, and across there is Sunshine City. So tall. This here next to Sunshine City is a hotel that I was looking at. It was in my Tokyo Hotels with Good Views video because it's quite a tall building with not much else around it, right next to Sunshine City Mall. It's a pretty good location. The rooms are big and it's pretty cheap. I think they've got some anime themed rooms as well. There's Animate over there across the road. That's the current Animate, which is being replaced by their new flagship store, which is opening soon. Okay, turns out we got the wrong place for the Pure Pew Molcar theme cafe. This is Animate Annex. Annex, and there's also another Animate store in Ikebukuro aside from the new one they're building. I wonder if they'll keep these ones open once the new flagship store's open. Animate Annex is actually closed now, so you won't make the same mistake I did. There are still many branches of Animate throughout Japan, and their newer flagship store is huge. We'll see it in a minute. On the way to the other Animate, we spotted a Capcom store there. It looks like an arcade, or part of it's an arcade, and there's a cafe. There's quite a lot of Gachapon in here as well. There's Cafe and Bar Lolita Princess, and there is Dashin Ban, which is a sort of figures and anime shop. There's quite a few of them around here. We've just come along to see the world's largest anime store. I didn't expect it to be open yet because the official opening is on the 16th of March, and right now it's the start of March, so I thought I'd just have a look and see what the outside of the building's like. But it's actually open. It must be a soft opening before the official grand opening. The first few floors are open. There's some that they're still partly setting up, and then you can't get to the top floors yet where all the art supplies and the cafe and everything else is going to be, but it looks huge. There's so many floors. We looked around the floor with manga and there's just so much there. Even though it's not open yet, we just came in and there's loads of people in here. It's very spacious. There's some Gachapon down here. We found the Pew Pew Mole car stuff. I thought it was going to be a theme cafe, but maybe it's not open until they're fully up and running yet. They've got cookies with the characters, there's badges and charms. Just across from the store there's a little Animate Cafe kiosk. Seems like this space outside might be a nice place for events in the summer. There's a little chiffon cake van just by the side of the street. Pretty cute. We went along to Minami Ikebukuro Park to have our picnic lunch. It's the end of February and it's a pretty warm day. It's actually lovely sitting here in the park. If you've got combini snacks or if you've got takeaway lunch from anywhere, a park is usually a pretty good bet for somewhere to sit and eat. What have you got here?
This is Family Chicken from Family Mart, but this is the Pringles sour cream and onion version, which I think is limited time. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, so let's see what it is.
Is it going to be, go ahead, is it going to be a crime against food or is it going to be delicious?
Oh wow, that's really odd. It's nice, but it kind of like, it's like I'm eating a crisp, like that flavour of eating a sour cream and onion crisp, or like sour cream and onion dip is right there. It's not
weird.
Subtle at all. And it's almost weird biting into something that's so soft when you expect it to be on a crunchy crisp or
weird.
chip or whatever. It's strange, but quite nice. I think I'd probably prefer the normal Family Chicken, but I'm going to eat all this and I'll let you know.
I guess the same flavouring they put onto crisps they could also put onto fried chicken or anything.
I think they have done, and they've done plenty of it.
I've got an egg sando, an egg mayo sandwich, which is delicious. I just discovered them on the last day of my last trip, so I could only have one. But I think it's something to do with the Japanese mayo is just delicious. And as always with sandwiches here, the bread is so soft and fluffy and it doesn't have crusts on. And to drink, I've got this grape water. There's quite a lot of flavoured waters in Japan, and they always like grape flavour. Fried chicken update.
It was nice. It was super juicy. I don't think I'd have it again because that sour cream and onion is kind of overpowering, and what I want from Family Chicken is Family Chicken. Glad I tried it. Probably not for everyone.
Delicious. Really soft and fluffy, and such a nice Japanese mayo flavour. There's a lot of tuna in those rolls.
I'm excited to try what it's like compared to supermarket sushi in the UK, which is awful.
I think I know what the answer is going to be.
Sure, but so one thing I don't like about the supermarket sushi in the UK is that it's really dry, and the a lot of the seasoning you put on the sushi kind of crystallises, gives it a different flavour.
The nori can be really chewy.
Can be really chewy, and like the flavours on the fish are a bit gone, and often it's never raw. It's always cooked, and so it's a very different thing. So I'm very excited to see what this is like. I don't expect it's going to be as nice as what you'd get even from a conveyor belt sushi, because it's not as fresh. But they were making it fresh in the supermarket. I saw them bringing new ones out. So that's delicious. That could have come straight from like a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. It's a bit colder, but otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't say that's come from a supermarket. It's nothing like what we'd have back in the UK. This is Really, really good. Highly recommended.
I got this soy milk from the convenience store. I've often seen these around, but I've never tried them. They come in loads of different flavours with this style of packet with different colours, and people say they taste really good, so I wanted to try them. This one, I can't read the kanji to know what the flavour is going to be, so I'm going to try and guess. It tastes like it's just plain. I don't think it has a flavour.
Can I try?
I don't normally drink soy milk usually, so that might throw me off as well, but it's not sweet. I don't think it has a flavour, I think it's just plain. Phil, you try, see if you can guess.
I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay, Google Translate says, because I could read the oishi on the front, oishi something, unadjusted soy milk. What a letdown. It is no flavour. Delicious soy milk made with only soybeans and water.
Maybe next time get the one with strawberries on the front.
Yeah, I'll definitely try another one. That's a good strawberry. It tastes like you expect a strawberry to taste if it has flavour, which in England they don't always. Really nice and sweet, delicious. There's a Gigo arcade that used to be Sega out here. We're right by the entrance to Sunshine City, and that store that used to be Tokyu Hands is now Nitori. There's a Sanrio Cafe right here. Oh, look at the teacup lights. Oh, there's a Hello Kitty piano in there. There's a takeaway counter, so if there are no tables available, you can still enjoy some super cute treats. And look how adorable the menu is. Would you guess we're getting close to the Pokémon Center? In fact, this whole section is taken over by Pokémon, and we're not even inside the store yet. Okay, maybe it's not 100% Pokémon. One Piece has managed to retain a small stronghold. Most of this opened right at the end of 2019. Before that, it was basically just the Pokémon Center, but now there's so much. Again, if you didn't manage to get a reservation at the Pokémon Cafe, you can go to Pikachu Sweets, which is a takeaway cafe. They have super cute Pikachu cupcakes. Finally, here it is, the Pokémon Center itself. It is basically just a big shop, but there are statues and displays where you can take great photos. If you're a Pokémon fan, you're going to need either a big shopping budget or a lot of self-control to not buy everything. There are lots of cute shops in Sunshine City. I think it's a pretty good shopping mall, not too fancy, and a good range of shops that would appeal to most people. It's huge and perfect for a rainy day. There's also a planetarium, an aquarium, and an observation deck inside. But for now, we've got the Gachapon challenge to do at the world's largest Gachapon store. That's in a separate video. This was before the Bandai Namco Cross store opened next door, which is a huge anime merch store / arcade. I've been back more recently, and now it looks like this.
We're just walking around now afterwards, after the challenge.
I know, seeing all the better ones we should have picked. This is strange. It's people lounging around. They look like they're made of croissants.
Yeah, like bread people and dogs. Bread people and dogs. That's just a potato.
Yeah, that one seems to be going in half, but I don't know what they do.
Did you see the Coco Curry series? Oh, that was a good one.
There's a section of flat Gachapon, where you get a picture, and over here we've got premium Gachapon. Are they in a larger capsule? I think so. And they're 600, 1,000, 1,500 yen. They're more expensive. I think the regular Gachapon are more interesting. You could buy figures like these in a shop.
Taking Amy to the Pew Pew Molcar stand.
So good. These ones I think are little plushies.
Which one do you want?
This one, although they're all good.
Oh, I can see which one you've got.
Green, this one.
Are they soft?
It's a little bit squishy. It's got like fuzzy coating. Mild squishiness. Aww, cute. Ikebukuro isn't just Sunshine City. There are also lots of shops and arcades outside, and several large department stores by the station. We just come out of Sunshine City and there's another owl, and look at this cute pink post box. There's Book Off, which is a good shop to find games, CDs, They're all second-hand, but they seem like they're good as new mostly, and especially if they're old or not available anymore, you can find them in book off, and usually for really good prices. Here's a Namco arcade. Let's take a quick look. There's another Sanrio store outside, Sanrio Giftgate. The one in Sunshine City was Sanrio Vivitex, and this is the way back to the station. I hope you enjoyed this look around Ikebukuro. If you love anime, I think Akihabara still has more atmosphere and it's the original, but there's a lot of good stuff here. Some impressive large shops that feel newer than Akiba, and it's more widely appealing, especially if you're with people who have different interests. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next week with more Japan videos on Thursday.